Nowhere to
Happy
call
Sunday. I had to leave church a little early to get over to the studio, but for good reason. I'm with Dr. Maya Dominique. She's getting ready to go live on 106.3 because you know she has her Women's Wellness Fair coming up on Saturday, April 26th, and we have to get the word out. So I got the word at church, she got the word at church, and now here she is getting ready to go on air with Fabian's Soul. Always looks out for me because he got so much soul. And we are on Soul 106 coming up in a matter of seconds.
If you got your ring on, turn your ring off, let's get it.
Have a good show.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Fabian's Soul, the big boy of R&B. This is the R&B Factory, man. We back, we playing these hits, but I think these interviews been hitting harder than the music today. So we got a little bitty dynamo in the building, and I mean that with all respect due. She's a doctor, Miss Dominique. How are you doing?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
If you look at this lady, and I don't mean to throw shade, she looks like she's 25 or 26 with a doctorate degree. I don't know what kind of medicine she's doing, but hey, the mic is yours. Let them know what's happening.
My name is Dr. Maya Dominique. I am a board-certified OBGYN. I take care of pregnant women and women in all ages going through their lives.
Oh wow, pregnant women. I don't want no more babies, but hey, you say that all stages of their life. Give me some background in your work.
Yes, so I started off as, a student, and God gave me a calling to go into medicine. And so since the age of 5, I wanted to deliver babies, not realizing the importance of that job and really how I would be in contact with so many different women, from women that have had traumatic experiences to women that are experiencing, birth, and even women that are experiencing menopause, going through just the change in their life. And it's been such an amazing experience to support women. And now that as Black women, we're going through, as we know, Black women are 2 to 3 times more likely to die in pregnancy. It takes a special physician to make sure that we are looking out and taking care of these women in all stages of their life, and no matter what their background is.
When you think about healthcare, I mean, when you look at different races, who is more apt to go to the doctor? Who would you say take care of themselves a little bit more? Is that a general age, or is it what would you say?
Well, it really depends on where you're at, right? So depending on where you live, it would be a certain number. Mm-hmm. But what we do know is that African Americans do have worse outcomes. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes it means that it's not that less African Americans go to the physician, but they may not find a physician that they trust, or they've had certain situations that have happened. And it really goes back to the experiences of certain cultures, what cultures have been through with physicians that sometimes will prevent them from going to the physicians, but that doesn't stop them from necessarily asking questions or looking for other resources to make sure that their health is taken care of.
So what is it that you do to welcome your patients so that they, going to the doctors are never a good experience primarily, and dealing with, having babies and getting older and the change and so on and so forth. I know a couple of young ladies that's in their 30s, and they had hot flashes every time I look at them. They're just sweating and sweating. They got a phone with the little fan that they plug in at the bottom. So, I mean, how do you, I'm talking about you. How do you get through to them? You know what I mean?
So I think it's exactly what you said, that it's not a good experience. That's the narrative that has to be changed. It can be an amazing experience. Going to the physician is really just preventative care, right? We really shouldn't go to the physician when something is wrong, but that's most of the time what people do. They wait until it's too late. But really you should be going, and it's more about prevention. And what I do is it's really about a listening ear. It's really about making sure that you meet the patient exactly where they are and make sure that they are heard, that they feel that they are important. I tell my patients all the time, I'm like, hey, I'm a physician, but you don't have to feel that I'm above you, better than you, because if I went to your job, I wouldn't know anything. So if I took over the mic, I'd just be sitting there like, what am I to do, right? In the same way, if you came to my job, you wouldn't know what to do, but that doesn't mean my job is more important than yours. It just means that you have to meet them where they are, make sure that they realize that they can ask whatever questions, that they don't feel intimidated, that you are there to walk them through the steps, and take the time to answer the questions and explain things to a level that they didn't expect that they would get explained to. And then typically at that point, they start to open up.
Yeah, I mean, but you're very inviting. You have a personality for your field that you're in. Like, you're very easy to talk to. And that, I know, has to get you, the respect of your patients, because if you were my doctor, I'm not having no baby, but if you were my doctor, I would open up to you. I'd say, hey, doc, I got this going on. I ain't been eating right, such and such, such. I mean, a lot of doctors don't have that curve side, like, appeal, the way you can open up to them. Is that you, or did you learn that by just being a doctor and seeing people going through things, and then you had to get that empathy, or has that always been you?
I think that I have always had a nurturing type of personality, but I did start as a certified nurse assistant. I realized that I wanted to be a physician, and so I knew that I needed to start at the very beginning. Typically, as a physician, we're one of the careers where you can just go from medical school straight to going to being a physician. You don't have to work your way up. But I did that. I worked in the nursing home for a couple of years, and I took care of Alzheimer's patients, made sure that I took the time to talk to family members to make sure that, just taking the extra time to make sure that they were taken care of. So, sometimes it does, starting from the beginning, making sure that you go and give back. Making sure that I did different study abroad programs, connecting with different cultures, right? I thought that was so important to me. So I've been to Africa, I've been to Asia, I've been to India. So that allows me to then, when I talk to the patients, if I tell them I have an Indian patient, I've been to India, that completely opens them up, right? Even though I'm a black woman, it just still gives us something where we have the connection to let them know that, we're human, and we're here to make sure that you're well.
I'm loving this, but unfortunately we got to pay some bills. We're going to pay some bills, and we'll be right back. This is the R&B Factory. So when we come back, we're going to let you talk some more, and then we'll get into your event that you have.
Hey everybody, I'm right over here with Dr. Dominique. You're doing a good job. How you feeling so far?
Feel pretty good. I like his questions. So they're good. They're good.
Okay, so when we come back, he's going to talk more about the Women's Wellness Fair. But since we have folks watching online, what do you want them to know about what's coming up? Because you've given me some exciting updates.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God.
So the Wellness Fair has went from like 0 to 100. So we had, last year we had about 30 vendors. We have almost 90 vendors this year.
3 times the amount.
We have almost 90 vendors, and we've had to turn some vendors away. This year, we're giving the same sort of services as far as the free haircuts. We added on braiding because I felt like it was important not only for our young men to leave or the community feeling well and feeling good, but make sure that also, our women and our young girls, they feel well. We're doing even more screenings this year. We have screenings. We have hearing screenings for kids. We have free dental cleaning with fluoride treatments for kids.
Oh, wow.
We also have immunizations that will be there. So a lot more free lead testing will also be there. I believe we'll figure out on Monday if I have car seat checks, just to make sure that everything, and from just the very beginning, I have a child's yoga that will be there. We have music with Miss Caitlin that will be there. So we really wanted to expand it to make sure that everyone was connected, and that everyone received everything. But not only health, we have realtors that will be there. We have the Navy, the Army, if someone is trying to better their career or change their career. We have Denmark College that will be there, Ivy Tech that will be there. So we're connecting you in all different areas at the health fair this year.
Well, Doc, I gotta ask you, what did you do differently from the first year to the second to triple the amount of vendors?
Well, I just went back, like last year when we did it was something that we just came up with in the 2 months. Me and my husband have been working on this since September of last year. And so we just hit it hard, and I started to say, what were my patients, what did they need? And I just started to reach out to different places just to see if they were connected. And most people say, yes, we would love to be in the room.
Well, I will tell you, it is working. And the other thing that I'm telling clients, you all take a note out of Dr. Dominique's page about the grassroots piece. She and her husband make it a point to go out in the community with your flyers at events, food banks, and other events. You have a community baby shower coming up in Marquette next week, and I know you'll be sharing that information.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes the difference, because everybody's not going to be on Facebook, right? No. So we know that we have to do these things, the radio appearances, and she has another one coming up on Wednesday, 1690 a.m. over there in Chicago with Rufus. So I want to thank all my media brothers and sisters who are helping to get the word out about wellness. And there's something for everybody. I don't know how much time do we have left. Yeah.
We got about a minute and a half.
Okay, we have a minute and a half, so I can do fillers, what I call it, some more filler. But we also we're talking about having something for everybody at this wellness fair. Talk a little bit more about, for those who are not necessarily in our childbearing years, what are some of the things that will be there for us?
Got it. So we have some blood screens that will be there, so we'll be able to check your hemoglobin A1C. In regards, like I said, the haircut. So we do that for the entire community.
Okay.
As well as we have a menopausal expert that will be there. And I've had many women that have reached out to me to make sure that we're talking about that. So we have a menopausal expert. Our black women, and women in general, but black women, we definitely deal with fibroids and abnormal uterine bleeding. And so I have Hologic that is coming. They will bring all of the equipment that we use in the operating room to make sure that you have informed consent and know exactly what the physician is doing. So we'll have a hysteroscopy there. We'll have the Assessa there. We will have the NovaSure there. Things that we utilize every single day that you have maybe never seen or will see, but you'll be able to see it there at the health fair.
I told you, it's a bad girl right here in the fun size package. But yes, Saturday, April 26th at the Dean and Barbara White Center, 6600 Broadway. Got to shout out my guy over here, Fabian Soul, 106.3. Let me tell you about all the opportunities you have to advertise with him. Y'all keep inboxing me, how do I get on the radio? And I'm posting all of this information about how you have to invest in your business by buying advertising. Everything is not just a live video. And so coming into studio and getting your information out there. So I'm going to repost all of Fabian's stuff after this video. So when you say, I want to be on the radio, Chelsea, I'm like, I know you do. So when are we going to invest in our brands and not just rely on when somebody happens to click on your page? We're making the investment. We're here. Dr. Dominique, I'm so excited to get these screenings. And when we go back on with Fabian in a second, you'll get an opportunity to shout out all of the sponsors. Sponsors. Last thing, I think we got about 30 seconds or so left. You want to let's talk about the support you have within your own village, meaning your husband and family and friends.
Yes, I will say my husband has been the rock, to this experience. As being a very busy physician, he pushed me out and said, hey, we have got to get started. So thank you to Otis Dominique, who has been there with me every single step of the way. My family, they'll all be up here if you guys want to come meet my family, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, my nieces, and my nephews. They're all coming to the health fair to help me get this thing started. We have over 35 volunteers that have signed up to make sure that this gets started.
All right, and I'll be there too. She's going back on the air, so I'm going back on camera duty. Everybody keep watching Dr. Maya Dominique.
On Eventbrite.
Hey, what's up, Chicago? This your boy Charleston White, a.k.a. Rat Wig.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Fabian Soul, the big boy of R&B. This is the R&B Factory. Hey, Doc, you knocked it out the park. You knocked it out the park. You got this event coming up on the 26th, correct?
Yes, I do.
Can you please tell us about it?
Yeah, so this is now changed from the Women's Health Fair to the Women's Wellness Fair, because we have really expanded it, not only to focus on your health, but make sure that everything is taken care of. Your mental health, your financial health, your educational health, all of those things are important for your health. So it'll be on April the 26th from 11 to 3 at the Dean and Barbara White Center. That's at 6600 Broadway in Maryville, Indiana. And we'll have 2 gymnasiums full of we have over like 86 vendors, I believe, which include free haircuts. So we have little Lou's that will be there doing our haircuts. I have 3 braiders that will be there. They will be braiding hair, as well as a lot of screenings. We have children's free lead testing, as well as hearing testing. We have a dentist that's coming to do teeth cleanings. So we have a lot of free giveaways. I'm giving away double strollers, single strollers, car seats, high chairs, to make sure that our women have what they need to take care of their families.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you have a social media or anything that you like?
I do. So you can follow us on Instagram, Prenatal Well. That's prenatal, just like, babies, Prenatal, Prenatal Well. And then you can go to www.prenatalwell.org. We are also on the Eventbrite that you can sign up, you can RSVP, but we are accepting anyone who walks in the door. But you can also RSVP there on Eventbrite.
Wow, Doc, you're amazing. Please keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
And we hope to have you again soon. Marcy, you have any questions?
No.
No questions? Okay.
Can I just say thank you to my sponsors really quick?
Pretty, please, come on.
Okay. So in regards to my sponsors, I want to thank all my sponsors that have done, a lot to support this event. So we have the Legacy Foundation that has supported, North Shore Health Centers that has supported, Miriam Health Centers that has also supported, I have my sister who definitely is in Wichita, Kansas. She's supported. She takes care of youth, young men that are in state's custody. So she has 3 group homes there. She also supported us. Hope I am not leaving out anyone, but those are our main supporters. I may be leaving out one, but yes, I thank you to all the supporters. If I did not name you, please don't charge it to me. I'll make sure that you get on the next station.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, look, y'all, this is the R&B Factory. We love y'all so much. Listen, go to FabianSoul.com and you can find out about my events that's coming up and music that I have dropped. We really, really appreciate you ladies. Have a great, great day. We'll talk to you guys later, man. Later.